In this video, I'm going to talk about how do you become a software engineer in 2023. So let's get started. So what even is a software engineer? A software engineer is a person who basically designs, develops, and maintains pieces of software. They usually work with other members of the software engineering team or the R&D team to basically come up with a solution that can be used by users and clients. So the big question is, how do you even become a software engineer? So when it comes to developing software, there's two basic uh, areas that you can concentrate in. One's the actual writing of the code, and the other is the how the product or the code should look like. In this video, I'm going to talk about how a person who actually writes the code and how do you become that person. For someone who's more interested in actually just building a product and getting that out, there's other tools such as no code applications, which I'll go on in a different video. Just like anything that you build, becoming a software engineer also requires a strong foundation. A strong foundation in computer science fundamentals such as data structures and algorithms is a key factor in becoming a good software engineer. So there's two ways you can do that. One way is to go through the traditional route of going to university, getting a bachelor's and or a master's degree, and learning through a formal way of education. That's the way I went. But in today's world, there's a number of other ways you can do that, and I'll go over that in this video too. Most, if not all, universities today offer a computer science degree in some fashion. May it be like a 4 years bachelor's degree, a master's degree, a boot camp, or like a certificate course over the summer. These are excellent resources because you are able to use the facilities of a university and the knowledge that these top universities have, and this is going to be key in developing a good foundation for you as a software engineer. Universities, apart from just providing with formal education, also provides a very good network, especially the alumni network, the network that it has with other tech companies, provides as opens doors for individuals who are trying to break into the industry. Having said that, universities do cost a lot too. The average cost for getting a computer science degree in the US goes anywhere from $30,000 to $50,000, and student debts can be really large. One of my favorite resources for attending classes or lectures without actually having to pay for tuition is the Harvard University's CS50 YouTube channel. They actually upload lectures from their classes. In today's world, if you want to learn or try to attend an actual lecture and learn how the university classes would go, like, this is an excellent resource, and I'll add that in the link in the description. The second way, or the non-traditional way, is to attend a boot camps or try to teach yourself. In today's world, there's a video on YouTube for everything. So you can actually teach yourself all of these fundamentals on how to actually become a good software engineer, how to get the basics of data structures, algorithms, on different blog posts and YouTube videos as well. There are some excellent resources out there, and I'd highly recommend them. Boot camps are also an excellent resource to try to get a foot in the door, especially when it comes to breaking into the tech sector. This gives you an advantage similar to universities with their networking, and also it helps you know actually how to write good code and some common best practices in the industry as well. Following a non-traditional way of learning computer science gives you the freedom to learn it on your own schedule. You could be someone who's just trying to learn, who's pretty young and trying to learn, or someone who's trying to change their career. Having that freedom lets you build your own career the way you want to and concentrate on only the things you'd like to work on. For example, if you'd like to work on a mobile development, you want to become an Android or an iOS engineer, you want to build apps, you would concentrate only on developing or taking courses which are designed for just building applications. When you go to a university, you have to learn everything, and then you end up picking and choosing what you actually want to learn. So doing something like a boot camp or trying to teach yourself gives you that freedom to do it at your own time and pace. Having said that, both ways, the traditional and the non-traditional ways, are excellent ways to open doors for you to get into the industry, and I'd highly recommend going that route. No matter what way you choose to learn or become a software engineer, it's really important to have a strong foundation, especially in data structures, algorithms, how the operating system works, and some common programming languages such as C Sharp, Java, JavaScript, and knowing actually how to use them and work with them is really important. The programming languages, framework, tools that you use for writing code will keep changing. There's a new one that keeps coming in every other day, and based on new features and stuff like that. But what remains the same is the foundation. The concepts you learn today will help you stay relevant, not because the tools are changing, but it's going to provide you to understand those new frameworks or programming languages easier as new ones come into the industry. 2023 has been a tough year, especially in the tech sector. There's been a number of layoffs. The amount of job openings are pretty scarce given the amount of people in the job market or looking for a new job. But having said that, getting an internship or an entry level job is one of the best ways to break into the industry. An internship or an entry level job, you're not expected to build complex systems or develop the whole system in and out, but it helps you with learning new things on how to develop enterprise level software and also how to work with a team. Once you end up getting an entry level or an internship, ask as many questions as possible. It's important to ask questions and clear out what all doubts you have. You might sound stupid, you might think that you sound stupid but or dumb, but like my mentor always told me, there's no dumb questions. Asking questions is going to help you think about why things are built a certain way. They help you understand why or what was the thought behind building the system this way. So I'd highly recommend ask questions. Another really good way of getting some experience or learning how to develop code is working on open source projects. I'm going to plan on making a video on how you go to contribute to open source projects, and there's a number of them out there and some are really fun to work on. So I'll go over that in another video. The last and final way of getting some experience, according to me, is actually just building something. If you have a problem that you want to work on, just decide what you want to work on and start building it. Just build it. Just build anything. That's my way of learning something. Whenever there's a new thing that I want to learn, such as a mobile development, like I wanted to learn how to develop a mobile app. Instead of, I can read as many books or watch as many videos as possible, but the actual experience of building doesn't replace that. I started off by building web applications. They were simple ones in the first, but I just decided to go out there and build them. Using these like programming languages or frameworks might not be the best way to build it, but at least you're getting that experience of actually building something. So I'd highly recommend that. Now, if you really want and if you're serious about becoming a software engineer, just pick a problem that you have and go build it. Doing so not only teaches you the fundamentals but also like helps you go through the whole product life cycle as to how you're building, testing your code, how you're actually deploying it and marketing your product. So it helps you actually gain some experience as to the whole product life cycle of building something. Another key thing of breaking into the industry is networking. Networking, you can do it through LinkedIn or meet people, go to meetups, but doing so is going to help you open some more doors. People might be able to recommend you to a job, but you might be able to work with someone on a project you are working on or found your own company. So networking is something really important and I'd highly recommend that too. To summarize, to become a good software engineer, especially in 2023, I still recommend having a good strong foundation. Having like an entry-level position, getting some experience, practical experience, either by an internship or building on open source projects or working on your own project itself. Well, that's it guys. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.